Well, you know, family to VladTV, Fredro Starr back in the building. How you feeling?
Chilling. Staying out the way.
Right. I feel you. I'm on that wave too.
You know what I mean?
I know you just shut down the Viper Room last night. How was the show?
Cleopatra Records had a Christmas party.
Oh, okay.
You know, shout out to Cleopatra Records.
Yeah.
At the Viper Room.
Right.
It was crazy. Legendary. You know, rest in peace to River Phoenix. You know, we did our thing. Shut it down. Lazy K came through.
Okay.
Out of nowhere. Like, we ain't have a DJ. Lazy K was in town.
Lit.
So she came, did her thing. It was nice. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. You said it's the first time you drank in a while?
Yeah, I was drinking that night a little bit. I had one drink. I don't drink. I smoke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shout to all the marijuana abusers. I don't do the drink thing, man.
Right. You were just talking about how you used to get really high with Cypress Hill. Can you bring us back to those days?
Nah, we were just talking about, you know, how touring, we used to tour a lot, you know what I mean? We would do about 150 shows a year before the pandemic. And it was cool, you know, doing the festivals overseas because you run into groups that you haven't seen in a minute. One particular, Cypress Hills.
Right.
When you run into them, when they say come to the dressing room, you know it's crazy. I mean, every time I get with Cypress, man, I'll be forgetting my lyrics. I'll be on stage fucking up, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That's
my dudes,
funny.
Man.
How fire is the weed? I mean...
You know, they smoking, you know, Dr. Green Thumb been doing it.
Right.
He been smoking before, you know. He's the originator.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of legends, who would Onyx face in a Verzuz?
Cypress Hills.
Oh, okay.
I would love to go against Cypress Hills.
Okay.
Just because I think what we bring to hip hop with the slam, mosh pit, you know, movement, I think it would be a crazy Verzuz. I would want the crowd to be in a rock and roll club. You know what I'm saying? I would want our Verzuz to be like grimy, like, you know what I'm saying? In the pit, mosh pit, on stage, and we just getting it in, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Smoking a lot of weed.
Right.
But I think Verzuz Cypress Hills would be dope.
Right.
Yeah.
Where would you want to have it? Back home in New York?
Nah, we gotta have it. We gotta do it in LA.
Right.
We gotta that's you know, that's their backyard, you know what I'm saying? But Onyx came, we shot the Slam video in LA. So we've been getting love from LA since 93, you know what I'm saying? So even though we in Cypress Hill's backyard, Onyx got a lot of love in Cali, you know what I'm saying? So I think that would be an ill Verzuz.
For sure. I mean, speaking of, you know, they just had 3-6 against Bone Thugs at the Hollywood Palladium. You were there?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was turned up.
Right.
It was turned up. You know what I'm saying? You know, the thing with the two groups, you know, the funny thing is, I was watching the show, me and my man, we was watching the show. We was in the suite upstairs. And I saw Freddie Gales. I'm like, yo, what up, Fred? He like, yo, what up, Fred? Yeah, that was ill. But so we watching the show and they had the yellow tape separating them. And I was telling my man, yo, what's up with the yellow tape? You know what I'm saying? I was like, how long do you think that yellow tape is gonna last?
Damn.
And soon as I said that, shit got crazy. That shit was like, woo-woo. You know, but it was, you know, that's hip hop, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens.
Right.
Shit happens. They handled it the right way. You know what I'm saying? And it was a great show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the end, it was popping. My man Johnny Volga from Rappers and Ballers podcast, he's like the #1 Bone Thugs fan.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he was singing all the lyrics.
Right.
This dude, you know what I'm saying? So it was ill.
Right.
Plus, you know, Lazy Bone Thugs is my peoples, you know what I'm saying? Been on them dudes for years.
Right.
Steve Lobel, you know.
For sure, shout out Steve.
The whole crew. So, you know, it was good to see my brothers doing their thing.
For
on
sure.
Verzuz. Yeah.
I was just gonna ask, just being there, what the crowd's reaction was to the fight, because you know no one expected.
It wasn't
that.
really a fight though.
Oh, okay.
It was just like a, you know,
Scuffle.
a little thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody got knocked out, laid out. It wasn't no fight. Nobody, you know what I'm saying?
Didn't someone punch someone?
Nobody got laid out.
Okay.
You know, niggas get punched all day. You know what I'm saying? Anybody get knocked out.
Right.
But so, you know, it was excitement for the moment. Mm-hmm. But the way they handled it, you know what I'm saying? And when Busy left, people thought he was gone.
Right.
My man Johnny was like, oh man, Busy's gone, man. Fuck that, he's not coming back. I was like, yo, he's coming back. He was like, nah, he's not coming back. And he came back.
Right.
And when he came back, it was popping. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He apologized. And they did their thing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's funny. Real quick, you said you're back producing. How's that been? Back producing beats?
Yeah, back producing beats, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know I produced Onyx Last Dayz beat.
Right.
Which,
That was in 95.
And that beat survived the test of time. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
people still rhyming to that beat in
Right.
2021.
Right.
I just saw 38 Special, killed it.
Right.
He was rhyming to it. Tierra Whack, she rhymed to it, she
Really?
killed it. Yeah.
Fire.
Like, so that beat is one of those beats that you just play.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's that soul. So yeah, I produced Last Dayz, and you know, hip hop changed over the years, and I work with producers like Snow Goons and, you know, guys like that, and I'm back producing now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Got a few joints with my boy Terminology,
I saw you in the studio with him.
the God Body, and got a dope single with Hard Luck from Paterson, New Jersey, and my
For
man
sure.
Ricky Batch from the BX. Got a joint called Everything, Every Day.
Every day?
Yeah, every day. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Because we getting everything every day.
Right. That part. I know you sampled Aretha Franklin, right? Just like bring us back to when you were producing.
Shh, I didn't clear that sample.
Oh.
Yo, for real. Last
Oh,
Dayz,
right.
Last Dayz, I cleared the Bob James sample, and I think I cleared the drums.
Okay.
But the Aretha Franklin, that sample, I didn't clear that. I sped it up real fast. The
Yeah.
pitch was like, people don't even know it was Aretha Franklin.
Right.
But yeah, that beat right there to me is probably one of top 10 hip hop beats
Crazy.
ever. And
Right.
I'm not saying that because I made it. It's just, you know, when I saw it in 8 Mile, when the beat was in
I was
8
about
Mile,
to ask how it meant, what it meant to be in 8 Mile.
it's funny because I was at the premiere.
Right.
So I went to the 8 Mile premiere, right? I think it was me and my man Big Guest. We go to the premiere. We didn't have no tickets. But we was cool with Dre.
Right.
And we was cool with, you know, we used to just pop up and just use like, yo, what up? Like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they, you know, it worked most times. But the 8 Mile premiere was a big red carpet. You know, it was like locked down.
Damn.
So we waiting outside. We like, yo, how we gonna get in this shit? Dr. Dre pulls up. Yo, Fredro, what up? What up, Trey? What up? Yo, we ain't got, come with me. Did the red carpet with Dr. Dre, all that. Yo, y'all niggas sit right there. Me and Big Guy sat down and shit. So now we, in the 8 Mile premiere, we ain't have no tickets. Now we got in with Dre. Now we sitting in the front seat, chilling. And I didn't even know the beat was in a movie. Like, nobody told me. Like, we didn't, you know, there was no clearance, nothing. I didn't know nothing. So we watching the movie. The movie was dope. And then Eminem is battling the nigga Papa Doc and shit, right? And then the
Yeah.
beat comes on. Yo, I caught the ill chill. I was like, oh shit, this beat is in a movie? Yo, just to see Eminem rhyming on that beat was inspirational, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this nigga rhyming on my beat
Right.
that I cooked up on the SP1200. It's an 8 Mile movie. Royalties is still popping. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Eminem on that one.
Damn.
Yeah, so shit like that makes me want to do beats. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
Why did you take a, like, did you stop?
I took a break because hip hop took a break.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's cool to rap again.
Right.
I should get a t-shirt. It's cool to rap again. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas is doing real rap right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it kind of came back. Everything does a 360. So now hip hop is back to where when I was producing, now it's back to that. You know what I'm saying? It never left. It never left, but it's back. You know what I'm saying?
For
I
sure.
think it's appreciated now.
For sure.
It wasn't appreciated for a long time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's cool to rap again.
You ever walk the chains? Were you ever into chains?
Yo, when I was, here's a funny story. I was doing some movies and TV, just shit, you know what I'm saying? And I had bought this crazy chain. Shit was like 30,000, you know, nice chain, cross, big diamonds and shit. And I got robbed for it.
Oh, wow.
But not like I didn't get stuck up. Somebody like swindled me out of it. You know what I'm saying? I was with this person, you know what I'm saying? And it got swindled away from me. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna waste money on trains and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'd rather just buy some trees, relax, you know what I'm saying? Spend money on my kids.
Right.
You know, invest my money in properties and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, chains ain't for me.
Right.
And right now, niggas be walking around with $150,000 on their neck.
More than that.
And some niggas ain't got $150 in their pocket. The wolves is out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I've been able to, you know, navigate through this hip hop shit flying under the radar. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I always said, like, I am the jury. I'm jury. You know what I'm saying? I shine.
Right.
I don't need somebody to throw a chain on my neck to shine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's always been my well-being, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Always shine.
For sure. We touched on this on Shirley Temple, but you know, you talking about movie premiere. Would love to bring you back to the Sunset Park movie premiere. You know, you met Tupac. Tupac was sitting right behind you. Can you just bring us back to that moment?
That's not when I met Tupac.
Oh.
I mean, I've always seen Tupac, you know,
Oh, you saw him
here and there, you know
My
what I'm
bad.
saying?
Yeah,
But he
yeah.
came to the premiere, yeah, he was there.
Yeah.
The whole Death Row was there.
Right.
30 deep, scaring everybody and shit, you know what I'm saying? But the funny thing is, I didn't know he was gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they mentioned, yo, Tupac might come, but, you know, he had a song on the soundtrack.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So he had a reason to be there. And at the time, you know, when Sunset Park came out, there was not too many rapper actors at that time. You know, I slid in the game doing Strap. Tupac had Juice at the time, you know what I'm saying? And we were kind of like the only two rappers from my generation. You had the Ice T's and Ice Cubes. They were doing their thing, but I'm talking about as far as like the new 90s rappers.
Fact.
Me and Pac set it off.
Fact.
There was, who was it?
Right.
Strapped and Juice.
Right.
That was the set off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when I saw Juice, I was like, yo, this dude is dope. He's fucking ill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, his acting skills is better than mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, who is this nigga? But so when we had the premiere, the Sunset Park premiere, he showed up on the red carpet. I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? When I was watching the movie, he was in back of me, like sitting like 2 seats in back of me. So Tupac, Suge Knight, these niggas in back of me, watching my movie. I'm like, yo, this shit is L. So we watching it. Every time I look back, this nigga's throwing popcorn or, you know, just having a good time and shit. Like, you know, he was enjoying the movie. You know what I'm saying? And that was just ill to know that Tupac, the legend, was watching me, you know what I'm saying? So that was ill.
That's beautiful.
We blew it down in the parking lot.
Did you?
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's when Suge.
Yeah, we blew it down in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Had
Yeah.
a couple of conversations. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
yeah,
Is it true? He
going
was,
way too soon, man.
For sure. Yeah, I was gonna ask. Just how did you feel when he got killed?
Oh man, I felt like everybody else in the world. Like we lost a part of what we love. We lost a part of hip hop, and we love hip hop, right? So we lost a part of the culture. The part of the culture was gone. You know what I'm saying? And the feeling was just heartbreaking, you know? Because somebody like that, so strong, you don't see them dying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just seem invincible.
Right, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, and Big, you know, Big was a cool brother, man.
Right.
I got to spend time with Big before he passed, like
Right.
in LA. Like, you know, I was in the mix to all of that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Onyx was part of the leaders of the new school. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like, we
right,
was
right.
part of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? The early 90s. And Pac and Big was part of the brotherhood we had. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I was cool with both of them brothers.
Right,
Jam Master Jay,
right.
my mentor.
Right.
A lot of brothers in here, man. So every day you wake up, you just gotta, you know what I'm saying,
Be
say your
great.
blessings and just
For
keep
sure.
it moving. You know
For
what I'm saying?
sure. I want to touch on all that, but real quick, just in the parking lot, you know, I think you told me like Suge was trying to get you to come to Death Row and whatnot. is it true Tupac wasn't co-signing it?
Well, it wasn't a formal agreement.
Right.
He was just like saying, yo, you need to be on, after Suge saw the movie,
Right.
he was like, yo, nigga, you need to be on death row. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to be over here with us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I'm already on, Def Jam. I'm rolling with Jam Master Jay already. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, word, don't worry about that. In my mind, I'm like, but Tupac wasn't really co-signing it.
Right.
He wasn't like, yeah, nigga, you need to be here with us.
Right.
He was just letting,
right.
shout to Suge Knight.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And I think Brandy told you not to sign to Death Row, so you never followed up?
I was doing Moesha, and I mentioned it, to her. She was like, nah, I don't do that.
Damn, that's
Nah, I don't
wild.
do that. And I was like, it wasn't for me. I was Def Jam, JMJ. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was repping. I was repping Def Jam.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We had the Def Jam jackets. We put Def Jam on our back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the time when we was on Def Jam, groups like LL, Public Enemy, they were kind of, it was a new era.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we was the new if you listen to LL album, 16 Shots to the Dome, he's trying to rap like Onyx.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not like us, but we bringing something out of him.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to LL's album, he's screaming.
Right.
Screaming. And then Down with the Kings album with Run DMC, I spoke to DMC. They all had bald heads. You know what I'm saying? So the whole Run DMC had bald heads.
Right.
We changed the shape of hip hop in the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So yeah.
For sure. Do you still maintain a relationship with Brandy?
Nah, I haven't seen her in a minute.
Okay.
Nah. But a funny thing is, Slam, the song Slam that we got will be on the show. Queens.
Oh, I was gonna,
So, you know what I'm saying? Everything kind of relates.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Everything kind of relates.
Yeah. Did
to
that
each
just
other.
happen and fall in your guys' lives?
Yeah, we just cleared it. One thing about the song Slam,
It'll always.
that song gets licensed, like, I don't know, 1,000 times a year.
Yo, wild.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's
classic.
because you know what's the ill shit? When we made Slam, we didn't think about sports at all. When we made that record, we was thinking about kids slam dancing.
Right.
The black, the black hip hop skinheads.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then sports took it.
Right.
Basketball, slam dunk.
Genius.
And now Major League Baseball, Grand Slam.
Right.
So, we've been able to slide into that sports zone, you know what I'm saying?
For
Catch
sure.
that sports wave. So yeah,
For sure.
Slam is always gonna be here. As long as niggas is hitting grand slams and niggas is slam dunking, that song will be licensed over and over and over and over.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Have you checked out Queens with Eve?
Nah.
Okay.
I've been moving around.
Me
It looks
too.
good though. It looks
yeah,
good.
me too. I've been super
Looks
busy.
good.
Damn. I want to talk about, you mentioned, you guys were at the Source Awards when Suge dissed Puffy on stage. I think that was in 1995. Just how was that experience?
It was cool. Like I said, it's hip hop, man. The vibe was that Snoop thought New York didn't show him love, which was way untrue.
You mean Suge?
No, Snoop.
Snoop.
Right. Yeah, because Snoop was like, you ain't got love for Snoop?
Yeah.
We niggas love Snoop.
Right.
Yo, he was the big. I remember when Snoop came to Queens. He came to Trafalgar Square. I've never seen shit like, yo, he shut the whole Queens down.
Right.
Like, he had love in New York. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the vibe was kind of awkward because, y'all thinking we don't, got love for y'all, but we did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just think it was a personal thing with Suge and Puffy, you know what I'm saying? The ego thing and,
right.
Shit happens.
Right.
Rap is full of egos and,
right.
bravado.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I was going to say, because that initially...
Gangsters.
Right.
Street niggas. Corny niggas.
Right. Because, yeah, Suge was saying he was going at label owners.
Yo, hip-hop is like high school. High school, you got everything in high school. You go to high school, you got the jock niggas. Niggas is diesel. Niggas is doing their thing. You got the cool niggas. back staircase smoking niggas, class niggas. You got the smart niggas. You got, you know what I mean? The shorties. It's like high school. Niggas have fights and still go to the same school, right? That's how hip hop is. It's like, it's a school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta respect niggas when you walk through that hallway.
Right. For
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? But you got certain niggas doing, you know, everybody is different.
Right. Essentially, because what are your thoughts on the media's role in the East versus West beef? Because Vibe magazine was one of the first ones to name it that. Technically, it was just a problem between Biggie and Tupac.
I think the media put fuel to the fire. They didn't start the beef.
Right.
It wasn't them who started it, but they put fuel to the fire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Putting something like that on the front cover of your magazine is only gonna escalate the awareness.
Right.
Blow it up.
Right.
Faster.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's always been like that. Media always been like that.
For
you know what
sure.
I'm saying? That's their job. Their
Right.
job is to fucking blow shit up. You know, so now media, you got clickbait.
Right.
You know, niggas want to go viral doing stupid shit. You know, now niggas do stupid shit just to do stupid shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, it was like you did some stupid shit, niggas caught you just doing stupid shit. Now niggas do stupid shit on purpose.
Right.
It's just crazy.
Right. I mean, Sticky Fingers pulled out a gun and shot it in the air during the Source Awards performance. I think
Yeah, he did.
during the song "Throw Your Guns in the Air."
Yes, he did. Because this what happened. That year, we got nominated for 5 Source Awards.
Right.
4 or 5.
Right.
Best rap album, best live performance,
Right.
best single, whatever. So we supposed to be the last performance of the night type shit, like towards the last, performance. So through the whole night, best rap album, somebody else. We like, fuck, like, damn, like, so we lost 1 award nomination. The second one, we lost that one too. Third one, we lost. So now we up in that motherfucker like, yo, what's going on?
Oh, man.
Like, yo, why we even here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas, Sticky was upset.
Damn.
I was mad, but he was like, fuck the Source, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? And we had to perform. Sticky was like, fuck that, I'm not performing. Jay was like, yo, Jam Master Jay was like, yo, y'all niggas gotta perform, man. Just cause you ain't win no awards, you still gotta perform.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do that.
Right.
So when we got on stage, I didn't even know Sticky had a gun. You know what I mean? I didn't know nothing.
Damn, really?
I'm on stage rapping. That nigga shot that shit. I was ready to duck. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying?
Gosh.
So, nah. But, then he slid the, thing to the side. And when we got backstage, of course, police are gonna be there.
Right.
So police was there like, where's the gun? Where's the gun? But by that time it was, that shit was out the building already.
Dang. What did you say to him after that?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
At that time, we was young.
Yeah.
We was vivacious.
Right.
Arrogant.
Right.
Just stupid. Just wild niggas. Like,
That's
we was
hilarious.
wild dudes. And that was our aura. And, it was just another day.
Right.
Another day in hip hop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
Nobody got shot.
Right.
Nobody got hurt.
Right.
Scared a couple of people.
Right.
Niggas knew not to fuck with us that night.
Right.
So like, you know what? I'm not gonna fuck with them niggas.
Right.
Maybe tomorrow, but not tonight.
That's funny. Dang. I don't know if you saw, but Alec Baldwin accidentally killed someone on the Russ movie set. Did you see that?
That's terrible.
Right?
That's crazy. I've shot a lot of movies with guns.
I was gonna ask that.
Strap.
Right.
First movie.
Exactly.
I was a guns dealer in the movie. Bamboo was selling guns. A lot of guns. We shot a lot of guns. And all of those rounds were blanks.
Wow.
For a fact.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen a movie set that used live round.
Right.
We shot A Day in the Life. Sticky shot a movie, Day in the Life he directed. All rap movie.
Mm-hmm.
Akai Pfeiffer, Omar Epps, everybody in the joint. Bokeem, everybody in the joint. Michael K. Williams, a lot of people in that movie.
Right.
Mad gunshots. This nigga Sticky it must have been over 1,000 shells used for that movie. I'm talking about nobody got hurt.
Wow.
All blanks.
Right.
So I don't get it how somebody could use real bullets.
That's wild.
What I heard was somebody was fucking around in the back shooting cans and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
And the gun got mixed up. I don't think it was a movie gun, but it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I was gonna ask, just as someone who's been in a bunch of movies with guns are involved, what was the process when handling guns on set? Were there always professional armors?
Always. And once you finish a scene, they rush you for the gun. Give me that shit.
Right.
Like ain't no fucking around holding the gun. As soon as you finish doing what you're supposed to do, and you would never, like, if you're doing a scene with somebody, you shoot movies, and you're supposed to be shooting a gun at someone, you would never directly aim the gun at them.
Right. Interesting.
Like, it would never be like, I'm aiming a gun at you. Because you don't have to do that.
Right.
The person won't be there. You know what I'm saying? It would be like,
right.
I'm aiming at this light right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't see how the gun was even pointed in somebody's direction.
Right.
They was fucking around.
Right.
Somebody was fucking around.
Right.
They was goofing around. It wasn't part of the scene. Somebody was
Right.
fucking around.
In your long acting career, there's never been a gun accident on set?
Never.
That's wild.
Never. And we young black dudes, like I said, when we shot Day in the Life, we was young black dudes directing. It was, I mean, not to discredit young black dudes, but I'm just saying, we was young, drinking Hennessy, smoking weed, like careless.
Right.
And because you're using blanks.
Right. For sure. You actually mentioned Michael K. Williams, rest in peace. I feel like there's been a lot of just people dying from drug overdoses. What was your relationship with him and how did that affect you?
My relationship with Mike was cool. You know what I'm saying? When I saw him, it was always respect. You know what I'm saying? I remember a story. I was auditioning for The Wire, for the part of Omar.
Oh, wow.
And it was on somewhere in Chinatown. And went to the audition. When I was walking out the audition, he was walking in. And I seen him around somewhere, like, this was like early, like, and I seen him around, I was like, that kid is good. He got the part.
Oh, wow.
He got the part for Omar.
Right.
In The Wire.
Oh, wow.
I didn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he was always cool. When we shot Day in the Life, came through on some real shit, came through the set. He's a genius. Genius at work. You know what I'm saying? Came through, did his thing, rapped all the dialogue was raps. So we had him rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we had Michael K. Williams rapping in the movie.
Crazy.
We had everybody rapping in the movie.
Right.
Kyle Pfeiffer was rapping, Omar Epps was rapping.
Right.
Everybody. You know what I'm saying? Ray J, Corrupt, mad niggas was in that Day in the Life movie. You know what I'm saying? A lot of legends. So rest in peace to X1. But back to your question, a lot of rappers dying from drugs, man. It's just, the party is over.
Right.
We used to party, man, back in the days. Double stacks, E-pill, all that. Rappers did all that. We did all that shit. It ain't the same no more.
Right.
The party is over. You never know what you're gonna get now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You wanna take a line, take a bump, whatever, drop a pill or whatever. You don't know what the fuck is going on right now.
Right.
Niggas is cutting shit with fentanyl and all types of weird shit. You know what I mean? It's just, the party is over.
Right.
You know what I mean? There should be a t-shirt, the party is over.
Right.
Like, no more drugs. Like, smoke weed.
Right, exactly.
You can smoke weed all day.
Right.
You might get tired and hungry, but other than that, you ain't gonna overdose.
Right, for
you know
sure.
What I'm saying? But, party's over.
Right. I was gonna say, because, we lost Mac Miller, Juice WRLD, Chris Kelly of Criss Cross, DMX, who I know you had a good relationship with. How did you feel?
Shock G.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
My man Shot Skills.
Right.
Died from fentanyl, I think.
Wow.
I don't want to quote that, but he died.
Right.
And drugs were involved.
Right.
It's just crazy, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They finding kids at the crib with headphones on with foam in their mouth.
Crazy.
These young kids are dying playing video. Just thinking they could just pop a pill or whatever, and it's just the party is over, man.
What needs to happen? Like, what can we do?
What needs to happen? Motherfuckers need to stop taking drugs.
Right.
Just start smoking weed.
Right.
What the fuck?
Right.
Like, where you trying to go?
Right.
Like niggas be trying to escape the world.
Right.
Like nigga, the world is gonna be here when you come down off your high. Ain't no
Right.
escaping this shit.
That's fact.
I've been doing this shit 30 years in hip hop.
Right.
I've done a lot of drugs.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I party.
Right.
You know what I mean? The party is over, man.
Right.
Like, cause at the end of the day, it's a waste of money. If you get addicted, you're likely to fuck up your career, family, whatever that you have that you love is just gonna fade away.
Right.
You're gonna fade away.
Right.
So, you know, but it's hard out here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's hard out here because addiction is a disease. It's something that it has to be treated as one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I know personally people who've been addicted. And it's hard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you can't. Now it's different because now you can die.
Mm-hmm.
Before it was like, yo, I want to get high. That was fun, right? Now it's like, yo, you can die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sad.
And it's not overdose. You said it's overdose. It's really, if it's fentanyl, it wouldn't be an overdose. It would be just like poison, right?
Oh, okay.
Like drug poison.
Yeah.
Overdose means you're doing too much.
Right. Fentanyl's like,
you know what I mean?
right. I got you.
MC Shan said, nobody never overdosed on cocaine. MC Shan crazy. But that's true.
Right.
Back in the 80s, niggas was sniffing fucking mounds of cocaine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You see Scarface movie? This whole face is
right.
Nigga ain't overdose.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
For sure. I want to talk about your relationship with DMX. Rest in peace, legend. You actually dissed him in a 2012 freestyle, and he responded in a radio interview. Did you guys ever talk about?
No, it was the other way around.
Oh.
It was, DMX is my dude, man. It's like, when you talk about hip hop, he was the epitome of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
What he embodied for this culture was, nobody did it like the X. Like, nobody did it like the Dark Man X. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was real. You know what I'm saying? We spent a lot of time with him on tour. Survival with Illest tour. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times on the tour bus, backstage, hotel lobbies, studios, videos. I remember they was shooting the Stop Drop video. They was like, yo, them niggas uptown, woo. We lived in Jersey, lived in Edgewater. He was like, yo, Rough Rider shooting the video. Pulled up, jumped out, what up? We in the video like this. You know what I'm saying? Right. Stop, drop, shut him down. We were like this and shit. Onyx, repping for, you know what I'm saying? He was in the Shut Him Down video with us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was the young guy coming in. He's probably older than us, but he was the new guy at Def Jam. Right. Like, we already had Def Jam, double platinum first album, smash it. So he was the new guy coming up, and we knew he was the new guy.
Right.
Like, we knew he was the guy. You know what I'm saying? That buzz was loud on the street. You know what I'm saying? So when we had the opportunity to work with him, to do a record with him, it was just like, yo, everybody got to step your shit up. Sticky, Sunseed, Fredro, you got to step your shit up.
Right.
So we had to step our shit up. You know what I'm saying? Because we knew he was that nigga. And we got it. We came out with a classic joint, Shut Him Down.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Produced by Self Service. That joint was crazy.
Right.
And then this nigga comes to the video shoot with nobody. In the studio, he had the whole Rough Riders with him, mad niggas. But when we did the video in LA, shout to Diane Martell, he came by himself.
Wow.
By himself. Him and his dog.
Aww.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to really vibe with him that day because after filming, it was just him and us vibing and politicking. You know what I'm saying?
Right, for sure.
Yeah, so that one hurt.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? DMX was, and he was just a good dude.
Yeah.
Like positive energy all the time. Like, even though he rap negative shit, he had a positive energy.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? When you got around him, you felt good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas, sometimes you be around a certain person, they make you feel better.
For sure.
You know what I mean? They bring that energy. You know what I'm saying? Flavor Flav is one of those type of guys.
Love him.
Like just certain guys that just have that energy.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
I think you said DMX was Onyx all in one.
Bald head.
Right.
You know what I mean? Got the sticky shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that. I said, DMX is Onyx all wrapped in one. I was like,
Right.
okay. I could dig it.
Right. That's crazy. Y'all never played the song though.
Live.
Right.
Never.
Why?
We never performed live. We was on tour with X, and it was like, when we first started the Survival of the Illest tour, it was like, we was gonna switch back and forth who ends the show. So, you know, one night we would end it, next night DMX would end it. But it was to the point where this nigga was so hot, we was like, yo, look, we gonna go on stage before this nigga, because we gonna take the energy. Because if he go on stage before us, we fucked. Niggas be leaving and shit, you know what I'm saying? So we let him close the show. And yeah, man, that was the Illest tour.
Right. For sure. You mentioned Def Jam. Want to talk about Jam Master Jay. What are your thoughts on his alleged killers being arrested?
Ain't gonna bring back Jay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like Jay is gone.
Right.
You know, that's that. So whatever happens after that, it's not gonna bring Jay back.
Right.
We still missing the godfather hip hop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We still don't have Jam Master Jay.
Right. That's so sad.
So that's my thoughts. It's like
Right.
whatever, you know, I can't think about that.
Right.
Because that's, you know what I mean?
Right. Because in the last Vlad interview, you said you didn't think the murder would ever be resolved.
There's a lot of homicides in the hood that don't get solved though. So I mean, they ain't gonna bring Jay back at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And if they do find somebody, that's just speculation. Like you'll really never know the truth. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing to do is just move forward and just, you know, celebrate that dude.
Celebrate life.
It's not gonna be resolved because Jay's gone.
Right.
You can't resolve a murder because the guy's gone.
Right.
If he comes back to life, it gets resolved.
Right.
You could put somebody in a jail for fucking 1,000,000 years.
Right.
That doesn't bring Jay back.
Right.
What justice is that?
For sure. Well, you know, they said Lil D and Ronald Tenard Washington were the alleged killers. Did you know either of them?
Nah.
Really?
Nah. We was on, like, when Onyx was on tour, you know, those dudes are from Hollis, we from Southside. It's like, we knew Jay. We didn't know niggas around Jay like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, interesting.
You know, we didn't pay attention to that shit. You know what I'm saying?
They said, you know, he started drug dealing to pay off IRS debts and his overhead. Were you aware of all that?
They said.
Reports are saying.
But I'm saying it's like everybody's saying something, but nobody has solid truth to any of that. There's no truth to any of that. Reports can say anything about anybody. Who's the reports?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who's they? Because the only person that really knows is not here.
Right. Crazy. Well, you know, they said.
There you go again. They said.
Well, this is what's going on.
You can't believe what you hear.
Right.
You can't believe what you read. You have to know the facts.
Facts. I feel you.
Allegedly.
Right. Allegedly, former manager Washington was going to be part of the drug deal. Jay cut him out after learning he had robbed someone who was involved in the deal. Washington plotted his revenge and got Little D to help him. Feds are currently seeking the death penalty. And if they did get the death penalty, would that bring some sort of closure to you?
No. They can have the wrong niggas. I don't fucking know. Who cares? Like, if somebody kills somebody and somebody gets a death penalty, okay, that's 2 dead people.
Right.
How does that fix anything?
Right.
How does that fix the situation? Like I said, he's gone.
Right.
He'll never be here. Only thing we have is memories.
Right.
Great memories.
Right.
The King of Rock, best DJ in the world. That's what we have. That's the only thing we have left is memories. Anything else doesn't make a difference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? His sons, you know, who are doing their thing right now, you know what I'm saying? They don't have their father.
Right.
So
I hear you. I think I heard you say somewhere that he gave you so many jewels and like stuff that your family is still living off. What are some of those jewels?
Jam Master Jay was he was just a good guy, man. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to be like Jay, you just want to be a good guy. You know, he was always positive for the most part, like, you know, big brother, you know what I'm saying, type of figure, mentor, show niggas how to get this money in hip hop, show niggas how to navigate. Got us signed to the biggest rap label, Def Jam Records, in 1992.
Right.
Who the fuck didn't want to be on Def Jam Records in 1992? Like, we was with the Kings of Rock. We on tour with Run DMC on planes to Japan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we
Right.
was living a fucking dream. You know what I'm saying? Movie set to the fucking tour. Back to the movie set. This is what Jay taught me. He taught me how to get money in movies. You know? He pushed us to make a record that's gonna pay my family for the rest of their lives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got a classic, you know what I'm saying? Jay was part of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Jay set us up for life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what he taught me is to not be, what he taught me is to look out for somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
That's love.
There's somebody right now that needs what Jay gave me.
Right.
Hot little nigga out there right now. It's hot. He just need an OG to show him how to get money in this game.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Jay showed me how to stay positive.
For sure. Speaking of people being killed in their hometown, you know, we just lost Young Dolph. Rest in peace. What are your thoughts on all that? Because
My thoughts is like everybody else, man. We lost another king in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. Like,
right.
you know, like I said, this hip hop game was supposed to get us out the hood.
Right, exactly.
Like when I was young, 17, we was watching niggas like Rakim and, you know, EPMD and Kid and Play and all that shit was like, these dudes were getting money. It was fun, but they wasn't getting killed.
Right.
Like, it was just like, posting, you know, this is the game we want to get in to save our, to help us get out of this shit. And it keeps like, you know, turning into something else.
Right.
For, you know, for the most part. And you don't see that in any kind of genre of music. Like, rock and roll don't go through that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Country music don't go through that. And,
Right.
you know, house music, dance music, they don't go through that shit.
Right.
Hip hop is the only genre that we go through that.
That's crazy.
You know? And then this gun thing is just crazy. Like, you know, dudes is pulling guns and they won't even shoot. A dude could be having a fight and just want to shoot you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, it ain't, what happened to the old, what happened to yo? We gonna have a fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what happened to that?
Right.
It's just crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, just gotta live your life every day and just know that every day is a blessing above water, above ground.
For sure. Bootsy was saying how most rappers get killed in their own city. When Onyx blew up, did you have to stop going back to your old neighborhood?
I moved out the neighborhood. Hell yeah. I wanted some fly shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I moved out the hood, but I was always there. I still, you know, I'm still grounded in my neighborhood. You know, my brothers still live there. Still got the same house. You know what I mean? But as far as myself, you gotta want to move out the hood.
Right.
Like, what are you doing it for? To stay in the hood?
Right.
You know? But even going back to the hood, coming from your gated community, you still could get, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't escape it. Like, there's no escaping this.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can never, because you gotta always come back to the hood. You cannot ever not come back. That cannot, I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Right. Crazy.
I know I still go back because, like I said, I'm grounded family-wise in my neighborhood. So that's why I go back. I don't go back to stand on the corner. You don't see me on 131st.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You go back, see your family, you keep it pushing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What? Has there been talk of an Onyx biopic? What's happening, Fredro?
Yeah. I shot a movie last summer called Equal Standard.
Okay.
Ice-T was in the movie.
Yeah.
Hassan Johnson. It was a dope movie. And the director, Taheem Byron, he wrote the Onyx movie. So while we was doing Equal Standard, me and him put it together. I gave him the manuscript, I gave him the book, and he turned it into a screenplay. So I just want to say rest in peace to Taheem, because after Equal Standard came out, he was gunned down. You know what I'm saying, in Queens. And but he left that script. We have that script together. So we're pushing to get the movie made. It's called Slam, Let the Boys Be Boys, and it basically centers around Onyx's first album, Back the Fuck Up. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been doing this for 30 years, so we didn't want to put everything in one script. So we just kind of based it on the true beginnings of how Onyx started up until when we won a Soul Train Award.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it covers that time period.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so the Onyx biopic. We doing a documentary
Okay.
called Slam, Mosh Pits and Hip Hop.
Damn.
Because like I said, we brought slam dancing to hip hop.
Right.
You know, it was done before. Like you had guys like Cypress Hills,
Right.
Beastie Boys, groups like Bad Brains, Run DMC was kind of bringing it to where it needed to be. And then we came out with the record Slam and did a video, and then there you go. There's Mosh Pits and Hip Hop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now you see like the little Uzi Verts, Travis Scott,
Right.
Odd Future, Suicide Boys, these new dudes who are doing this slam shit.
Right.
Extension,
Right.
it's crazy with it.
Right.
We started that,
Right.
and it's still moving,
Right.
and it's still here. So we're gonna do a documentary about it because it's still here.
Right.
And you know, I just think the tragedy of Astroworld was you know, that was part of the energy, but it was never supposed to be that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That was something else.
Right.
That wasn't mosh pits.
Right.
That was just fucked up shit.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But it's that same crowd, that energy that
Right.
that I want to let it out.
Right. I was gonna say, just Onyx being such big touring artists, and you see someone like Travis and what happened at Astroworld, and he's getting sued, he's getting blamed for all of that. Like, what are your thoughts from the artist perspective? Was there anything he could have done?
Yes, I think so. I think stop the show, turn the lights on. You know,
Right.
but you can't put the full responsibility on him. There's a lot of people there. He's one guy on stage. So if something happens over there, how is he responsible for that?
Right.
You know? Can he be the one, be part of the blame? Yes, because it's a Travis Scott event. But was he responsible for that? No.
Right.
No. Because he didn't want that day. He didn't wake up in the morning and say, yo, I'm gonna do a show tonight,
Right.
and this is gonna happen.
Right.
It was unexpected.
Right.
It wasn't, he didn't plan that.
Right.
Nobody wants that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was his show.
For sure.
So he's, you know, how they say, it's a gray area.
Right. Definitely. I was gonna ask, just back to the biopic question, who's gonna play you? Who's gonna play Sticky Fix?
I don't know. I think I would want to cast some new guys.
Okay.
You know, I think I want to cast new guys.
Okay.
All new guys.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't really want to throw no names out there.
Okay. I was gonna say, what do you think of the Wu-Tang series on Hulu?
I ain't watch it yet.
Oh, okay. I don't got time
but
to see it.
I love Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to say this.
Say it.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna check it out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Love Wu-Tang.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell me after. Speaking of acting, you actually, I think, acted. Michael B. Jordan's first ever acting role was in the 1999 film Black and White, which you were in.
Who?
Michael B. Jordan.
He was in Black and White?
He was teen number 2. He didn't have a name.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he was like 12.
Addiction? That was the name of the movie?
Black and White.
Oh, Black and White. Oh, that was a Wu-Tang movie.
No, it was?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think they had something to do with that. I think Power had something to do with that for sure.
Right. You didn't know he was on set with you?
No. Like you said, he was a teenager.
He was 12.
Yes. He was in it, but we was on the set wilding.
Really?
Yeah, it was a hip hop movie.
Right.
Yeah, Black and White. Yeah.
Right.
I think Power from Wu-Tang had something to do with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on Michael B. Jordan becoming one of the biggest actors in the world?
Dope. We was doing The Wire. I was in The Wire. I played Bird. And we were going to from the hotel to the set. And we were in the van. I was in the van with Michael B. Jordan. I think he had his mother with him.
Oh, wow.
And I was, like conversation. Yo, what's your name, shorty? He said, my name is Michael B. Jordan. I said, you got a good name. I said, you picked a good name. You know what I'm saying? But he made sure the B was there.
Right.
And he was a good kid, man. You know what I'm saying? And to see what he's become is amazing. Great actor.
I was gonna ask.
I liked him in, I think it was called Fruitville Station.
I like that one.
That was a great movie.
For sure.
His emotions were, what's the word? His emotions were raw.
Right.
Like when I was in Strap, it was like new.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was new. Like when you your first movies are like, I think, but yeah, he's a good actor. He's a great actor. And he's turned himself into a leading man, you know what I'm saying? From teen number 2.
Right.
Which is ill.
Right. Thoughts on him dating Lori Harvey?
Hey, live your life, young brother.
Right.
I'm saying, what's my thoughts? Like, what am I supposed to think about
Right.
that? Like, I don't care. Do your one too, nigga.
Right. That's funny. Marshala Ali is the new Blade. What do you think of him playing that role?
He's dope. Great actor. I think Sticky Fingers played Blade.
In the TV series?
The TV series.
Right.
I thought he did a great job. But Blade is a black motherfucker. Blade is a black nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like Wesley.
Yeah.
Wesley dark.
Right.
He's that dark.
Right.
So I think he's gonna play perfect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you think of Blade, you think of tall, dark. I think Marshall, he's gonna do perfect.
Right. I think you were in episode 1 of that TV series, right?
A Blade?
Yeah.
I was in an episode. I went to Toronto. It was cool. And that was cool that, Sticky was the lead on Blade and he let me rock with him. Came out there to Canada to check him out. It was good. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? Did my thing. Yeah, shout to Canada.
That's funny. Was Save the Last Dance the biggest film you were in?
Box office wise, probably yes.
Okay.
I mean, like budget wise, no. I think Torque probably was like budget wise, like Torque with Ice Cube. And director was Joseph Kahn.
Oh, okay.
One of the greatest directors.
Right.
That was a big budget movie.
Wow.
Like $100 million budget, $100 million crazy shit.
Damn.
But they spent like most of the money on CGI and shit.
Oh,
you saw that shit looked like a video game.
Yeah.
But Save the Last Dance was it's one of those movies, it's like a classic. The black guy with the white girl, hip hop. It just kind of just made it was a classic. It did like over 200 million in the box office.
Wow.
I don't know, to this date could be over that.
Right.
But it was, one of those movies.
What are your fondest memories just from the shooting?
We was shooting in Chicago and it was fucking freezing.
That's how I found out Rolling Loud.
Yo, we was it was freezing in Chicago shooting that movie.
Damn.
But I was moving with one of the illest niggas in Chicago while I was shooting that movie. You know what I'm saying? This dude lived in my building. This nigga had the purple Mercedes-Benz TV. I mean, this shit was crazy.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, who's this nigga that live in my building? So the doorman hooked us up. So when I met the dude, he was a street nigga from Chicago, but he was living in the building that all the actors were staying at. You know, the rent was like $5,000 a month, some real shit.
Wow.
And me and him became real good friends. So while we was shooting the movie, I was going to the clubs. This nigga popping 30. But I was wilding in Chicago shooting that movie because I was moving with Old Boy.
Right.
That was his name, Old Boy. You know what I'm saying? And I was in Chicago. I was, you know what I'm saying? I was,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I was in the streets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was fun.
Right. Speaking of Chicago, you actually acted with Terrence Howard who was in Empire. Talk about how it was acting with Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard is a genius. That's my first acting coach.
Really?
Like I did Strap, but when I was doing Sunset Park, the next movie, Terrence played Spaceman. And he was already like an accomplished actor, you know, went to acting school, you know, he'd been in shit before me. So before my scenes, he would actually like run the scenes with me, kind of like, you know, give me that little extra shit I needed to, you know what I'm saying? Because playing Shorty Doo-Wop, playing a lead role, it's a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. You got that's like being a quarterback on a football team. You have to know the whole playbook.
Right.
Not just your plays.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I had, you know, being a lead on a movie was a lot.
Right.
And he was like, you know, the dude holding me down.
That's
certain
tight.
scenes like, yo, you gotta go deeper with your emotions and, you know.
Damn.
Yeah, he was a cool dude, bro. Cool dude. And then I saw him at the Verzuz shit. I didn't see him at Verzuz with Bone Thugs. Cause he got on stage with 3-6 Mafia.
Oh, wow.
Cause the whole hustle and flow shit.
Yeah.
But I was, like I said, I was in the suite watching it.
Yeah.
And by the time I didn't see him.
Right.
So I haven't seen him in a minute.
Right.
But yeah, good dude, man.
For sure. That's fire. What are your thoughts on, you know, Empire actor Jussie Smollett convicted of 5 felony counts of disorderly conduct for making false police reports after staging a fake hate crime against himself in Chicago?
This nigga said we did cocaine and performed sexual acts on each other. What's going on, man? It's too much.
Right.
Too much info. What are we doing here?
Right.
I don't know, man. Listen, I remember that family, his sister,
Yeah.
they came to the set of Moesha.
Oh, wow.
And they were like little kids and they were like, you know,
wow.
cute kids. And I see them now growing up to big stars. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
You know, more power to the brother, man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Live your life.
Right.
You know, live your life.
Do you think
it's
it's
just too much information? Like,
Yeah.
you should like.
Because he called himself...
Do we need to know all this shit? Like,
He called himself the gay Tupac.
I gotta go. That's it. I gotta
Yeah.
go. I gotta go.
Or
The gay Tupac. The gay Tupac. This nigga don't rap. How could you, nigga? You don't even rap. How you the gay Tupac?
Right. He doesn't make music though. I think he sings, right?
Listen.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just too much, man. Too much information. My thing is, if you gotta create something like that to get ahead in the game, like I said earlier, people back in the days, you get caught doing stupid shit because you was doing stupid shit. You don't do stupid shit like to set up something like that.
Right.
To get coverage, to like, that's too much.
Right.
You overdid it.
Right.
And now look.
But what you were saying
Now if
about...
that nigga get locked up, he gonna be happy.
Right.
He gonna be around all
He's
them
facing
niggas.
up to 3 years in prison.
He gonna be happy in jail.
Damn. Do you think...
He gonna be right where he wanna be.
Right. But you were saying earlier you don't know the truth. Do we know the truth here?
He went on the stand and he gave it to you.
Oh, okay. All right.
The fuck you mean? The nigga went to trial, right? Didn't he take
Yeah.
the stand and say all that shit?
Yeah.
He didn't have to say all that.
Right. Do you think his acting career's over?
No.
Oh.
No. You got actors with fucking homicides. You got actors that had, you know, with murders
Right.
that's still doing movies. Big
Right.
actors.
Right.
I'm not gonna say no names, but you know, he'll get another chance. He's good. He's a good actor.
For sure.
Pretty good.
Real quick, talk about Behind the Grind talk show.
Behind the Grind.
I like that title. I'm very much into the grind.
All right, so there's a network, and it's called the Impact Network, and it was a faith. It is a faith-based network.
Okay,
which
wow.
means essentially the church.
Good, yeah.
So it's based out of Detroit.
Okay.
They're changing their programming now. They want to change the programming to family structured TV shows.
Oh, wow.
Positive TV shows.
Right.
So Steve Marcano, which is one of the guys over there running things, called me and said, yo, there's a TV show I want you to do called Behind the Grind, where I want you to talk about success, faith, family. So I said, cool, I'm down with that. Because I think hip-hop always gets a negative perception.
Right.
I think this show will bring a positive perception to the guest that's on the show.
Right.
First guest is Benzino,
Oh, wow.
who's been on VladTV. And, I think Benzino gets a lot of,
Right.
Benzino's Benzino.
Right.
He's from Boston, a gangster. But on my show, I think you're going to see a different side of him.
Right.
Because I'm asking him different questions
For
than
sure.
Vlad is asking.
Okay.
I'm going a different direction
Okay.
with this TV show.
I like that.
Peter Guns, another person
Right.
who's been,
I had Amina Butterfly on my show.
all right. So, Peter Guns is, he gets a certain type of label.
Right.
And I think you're going to see something different out of him
Right.
that you've never seen before.
Right.
Because I'm asking questions that other
Right.
shows are not asking.
Right. I respect that.
How do you define success?
Right.
I
I love that.
That type of shit.
Are you hip to Benzino's daughter, Coyle Ray?
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Okay.
And we touched on that.
She's like a superstar now.
Superstar.
Right.
That's his blood.
Right.
That's
TikTok,
his. That's
all
him.
that. Yeah.
That's through him.
Right. That's beautiful.
All your kids are through. See, these kids don't get it. Like LeBron James, best basketball player in the world right now. He got that from his father
Oh, really? I didn't know
and his
that.
mother.
Right.
Who else would he get it from?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they got it from somebody.
Right.
So Benzino's daughter, she got that from him.
Right.
Can't exclude that.
Right.
Nigga, he had something to do with that.
Right. What about your kids? They gonna be legends like
my
you?
my kids are gonna be, we gonna take it slow, but
Okay.
I'm teaching my kids how to do beats and
Okay. Dope.
they're probably getting into modeling. Their mother's a
Okay.
model and, acting. Their father's an actor. And you let your kids shape their own destiny.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For
But
sure.
you're always there. So I'm definitely a family guy, picking kids up from school and, don't smoke in the house type
Right.
shit, that type of thing.
Right.
Yeah, because the kids are the future.
For sure.
Like I told my son the other day, I told my son Brighton, I was watching the space thing when Strahan went to space. And I said, yo, you 5 years old and they're already going into space. I said, when you get my age, going to space is gonna be a regular thing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Crazy.
they're living in a different time.
Right.
I'm talking to my son about the metaverse.
What?
Like this is a different world we live in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't like it.
It is what it is.
Right. Crypto and all that.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Talk about your solo album, Legends Corner. What can we expect?
Dope album, produced by my boy Jay Wex. I met Jay Wex, the producer. He had a beat. He was like, yo, I met him through mutual friends, and he said, yo, I got this beat. I want you and Sheik Luch from the Locks to get on.
Damn.
So he sent the bread. You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of rappers was eating through the pandemic, features and shit like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So sent the bread. Got on a joint with Sheik Luch. The joint was called 5 a.m. The record was crazy. Primo was playing it. K Slay was, a lot of people was playing it. K Slay was rocking it. And I was like, this kid beats, he got something. You know what I'm saying? It's something. Because people was liking the record.
Right.
So we decided to do a full-length album.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? So we got RJ Payne on the album, which is one of the illest lyricists right now coming out. Got Cold Cheeks on the album from the Lost Boys. Nature from Queensbridge on the album. My man Jacob Soul on a joint called Main Squeeze. And recorded at Purple Haze Studio. Recorded by my man Quab. And we put something together that was just special. We made that album in like 2 months.
Wow, really?
Yeah, just 2 months.
That's wild.
Got all the features done. The cover is crazy. I forgot the name of the artist. But you see the cover. This cover is gonna be a classic. We're gonna do NFTs with it. You know, we're gonna do wax with it. But see, this is the crazy shit about Legends Corner. Legends Corner album title came from, there was a certain mishap with me and Royce the 5'9", right? And I was just saying that certain rap to me, I would classify as nerd rap, right? And there was a little something. And he was just like, Fredro Starr, I respect you, but stay in your Legends Corner.
Right.
And I was like, ooh, I like that.
Right.
Legends Corner, that's hot. I'm gonna take that.
Right.
And I named my album that.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because to be a legend, you got to get passed down from a legend.
Right.
I came in the game with Jam Master Jay.
Right.
Been here 30 years. And yeah.
For sure. Beautiful. Real quick before we wrap, you mentioned Kanye. Is there anything you want to say about Kanye?
He's the best.
Is he?
Yes. Kanye's the illest. He's crazy, right?
Yeah.
The craziest niggas get all the bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's crazy, but he gets his vision executed.
Right.
So that makes him genius. Cause you're crazy if you don't execute your vision, because then people call you crazy. Yo, you're crazy for thinking, because you never get it done.
Right.
But if you get your vision accomplished, that makes you a genius.
Right.
That turns craziness to a genius.
For sure.
So yeah, he's the best.
I love it.
He's the best.
I mean, you know, you're a genius too, so.
I saw Kanye West one time. I was at a club in New York, and he came up to me. Seemed like he was on something.
Right.
Could have been on himself. I don't know. But he was in a club, and he said, yo, Onyx, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, I love that beat.
Aww.
And I'm like, Last Dayz? He's like, yeah. I said, he said, how'd you know? I said, because that beat got soul. I said, yo, I produced that. He was like, take my number. Gave me all his numbers, like 5 numbers. And
wait, for real?
Yeah, and I never got with him, you know what I'm saying? This is like years ago.
Right.
But he was always humble and always passionate. Even when I saw him in the club, he was passionate about the beat Last Dayz that I produced.
Right.
So I always gave him that. You know what I mean? Because he gave me that when he saw me.
Right.
So, yeah.
Definitely. That's beautiful. Is there anything else you want to let?
No, everything is good. Everything is good.
Fire. Thank you for coming on VladTV again.
Oh, yeah. And I got another album, too.
Okay.
Called Jazzmatic.
Okay. Ooh.
And I just pulled a whole bunch of jazz samples. The whole album is jazzy. I produced the whole shit myself. It's coming out 2020, so.
I love that.
That's it for that.
2020?
2022.
22. I was like, wait.
Yeah, 2020.
I love it. Thank you.